I'll change it from off the yellow.
Right there.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. I think that's as high as it
That's
goes.
good.
Hello. Okay.
No, on this one.
Hello, everybody. I am making waist beads on One Crafted Mama's page tonight. We're getting ready for our Black History Month and Valentine's coming up. So I'm going to make some waist beads with all of those Afro colors. Yellow, green, red, and black. Okay. Now, a lot of times people always ask me what thread I use for my waist beads. And I know a lot of people use the nylon thread, but one of the girls got on my YouTube page. Well, I was on a YouTube page. And this girl said she used dental floss. And I've been using dental floss ever since. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to take all my dental flosses out. Because I'm going to be making waist beads all night long. So, yeah. That. This is an all-nighter for me and One Crafting Mama to be creative. So I am going to take them all out, and I'm going to show you how I measure them. I just use a string. The string makes the waist beads to where they would be up to about 50 inches on your waist. They'll go up to 50-inch waist. So if your waist is real small, you'll actually get two for the price of one. A lot of my teenagers, they buy them, and then they can wrap them around their little waist twice because they're so tiny. So I'm going to take all these out first. Then I'm going to measure a few threads out and get started and kind of solicit One Crafting Mama to thread some more as I go. She over there busy on some other stuff. So, Mama, she doing bender list, y'all. She getting some more stuff ready for y'all. So I can't see the. Oh, somebody said. Okay, no, never mind.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Okay. One Crafting Mama is gonna tell me the questions because I really can't see them from this angle to see what you guys are saying. So she's gonna let me know if somebody asks something. Other than that, I'm gonna get busy. Waist beads are very easy to make. Now, people wear waist beads for different reasons. Some places are, in some countries, it's a cultural or tribal thing. Some waist beads are put on for healings or different things. But me, I wear my waist beads for for weight maintenance. And believe you me, they work. They work. You put those waist beads on, you start eating, then waist beads start rolling up, and they're real uncomfortable. And it'll make you push away from that table. So then when they roll down, you know the whole point is to get them to roll down to where you got to roll them off and start over with some smaller waist beads. So they tie on, you wear them in the shower. Now these waist beads, some of the colors will fade. So you have to, they go on for months before you have to take them off there. But they will fade over time, the colors, because of course they're dyed glass beads. So I'm going to go off camera when this measure. So I just kind of measure it out. And I just use this little black rope because I know that this is 50 inches. And I go a little bit past it because I want to make sure I have enough. And I just turn it back a second time, pull it. And so that way I have two strands on each one. Two strands on each one. Now I'm going to go ahead on and probably doing one at a time today just because I want to go ahead and get to the waist bead part of it. Cut that off. Put that to the side. Now you got one. Like I said, this is going to go up to a 50-inch waist. I try to make them to where they go up big so I don't have to make so many different waist beads. It's just like a one-size-fit-all. If you need one that's a little bit bigger or you want one that does not tie on but it can come off, that's a custom waist bead, and that's something that you'll have to talk to me about like in an email or something. So you just put it through. This is what's called a big-eye needle. And I think I put it out of the way too fast. It's bead along. It's a big-eye needle, and it's just what it says. It's a big-eye needle. It's got all this space in here. And so, I dropped it. So you just put one of them through there. And then you just take this all the way down. And I'm going to be off camera a little bit here because of the table is so small. So once you get it all the way down, There you go. Now you tie it. I usually tie it where it's about 4 to 5 inches away from the end, and it usually gives you a little bit more than 50 inches when you do it that way, because you want to have enough room to where you can tie without beads going everywhere. I just tie it around 3 or 4 times so the beads don't go back through it when I start putting them on there, covering the knot over the knot. And I just did about 3 or 4 times. After you do that 3 or 4 times, the beads aren't going to come back over the top of there. Sometimes it's hard to get right back over the top of it, and I do like I did right there. I'll mess up. So I have to go back and tie it again. Yeah, I don't always get it right over the top every time, but it will eventually get there. See, it's there. Okay, so now you got your thread tied up. You guys let me know if I get out frame here because I'm working on a small table. I should have got on the bigger table. So now, like I said, I'm getting ready for Black History Month and Valentine's Day. So for right now, I've got, in this one, I have, the colors may not look like they're supposed to, but there's green, red, yellow, and black. So all you do is just pour it in there and fill it up. Green, yellow, and black, you fill it up. And these will be on the website. I think Stephanie has my website, TOSOT, and Magnificent Jewelry listed. So they will be on the website probably tomorrow or the next day. And we're going to be getting ready to gear for Black History Month. So we're starting to get some stuff done. So basically all you do after this is you put the needle in there like at a angle. And it works perfect sometimes. And other times it's the dickens to get it going. So it just depends on how much luck you have in that day on how it works. So just put that in there. Whoops, see, I'm not having luck today. There you go. Put it in there. Then once you start, now they do have some bead spinners that are battery operated. I like this one so I can control how much goes on there. There we go. Now it's going. And sometimes beads will go flying. And I forgot to put my little mat down here, so beads will go flying all over the place. And I just pull it down, get some more on there. Then I start, once I get some in on there, I pull it all the way to the end. But first I just get a few on there first. And as you spin it, the beads randomly come up on there. So there's not going to be a set pattern for these. It's just how the beads randomly go on there. Now sometimes if you want a set pattern, those usually are a little bit more time consuming. But for these, you see how it's already looking really nice there. And that's all there really is to waist beads. You tie them off on the other end. There's various videos on YouTube. There's one girl's video I like in particular. And I've got to get permission from her to put her YouTube page on my website so people can see how to tie their waist beads. Because she does it the best so far to where I have not lost any waist beads the way that she does. And I forget what her name is now, but I'm going to find it and it'll be posted on my website pretty soon. I'm going to share her page to my site if she'll let me. I got to get permission from her first. And I forgot to get my mat, so now you guys are going to see little beads flying all over the place. Never mind the little beads that fly. And they just randomly come on there.
Hey, FHB.
Is that the one whose bracelet I just made?
Yes.
I just made your order today. We're going to post a video of it, and then I will be getting your stuff mailed out to you in the next 24 to 48 hours. Yep, just made them. I might have to bring them on camera so I can show you guys.
Where's it at?
Well, she's the one that got the wraparound pink one. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I hooked you up.
Her twin sister.
I put some extra charms in your wraparound bracelet. They're inside that green tray. All of them are.
Her twin sister got the wraparound.
Oh, her twin sister got the wraparound.
In the pink.
Okay, I hooked the one, whoever got the pink wraparound. I hooked her up. I threw some extra stuff in there.
She said, "Okay, just send me the invoice."
Okay.
Just to intervene.
Yeah, I put some crowns in there, and I put the big crowns on there too. And they don't look pink on this camera for some reason, but they're very soft, pretty pink. And then that's the yellow one. Yes, 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 yes. And then that is the hubbies. That's the little I think they're called Jaguars. That's the hubbies. And these are the 2 charm bracelets.
She said, "Ooh, she's gonna love it."
There you go. So we will be packaging your beads tomorrow and getting them shipped out on Tuesday. Yeah, and I will get the invoice to you. So yeah.
Yep, I got your email. We'll get it to you. Now, are you? Do you want your sisters on yours too, or is your sisters on a separate invoice?
She's got the 2 pink ones, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys still see me? This is like my arm is okay. Because my arm, I don't want my arm keep kind of hitting. So I
She
want.
said separate.
Okay, separate. All right. Just get both the emails to Stephanie and emails and names, and we'll get them sent out. Thank you so much. Steph, did you do your drawing for that free bracelet when we did your live?
I didn't do
You
it
need to do
yet.
your drawing.
I don't even remember who was even on there. Most of it was FHB.
Yeah. Well, FHB, you gonna get the free bracelet then, girl. There we go. And like I said, we'll have several of these, and I might, I'm gonna try to see if I can make some matching. Oh my God, the black girl magic earrings, and I've got the 100% melanin bracelets coming up for Black History Month. Oh my God, it's gonna be so cute. And Valentine's Day. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I just got my charms in.
April said, "How do the beads go on the string?"
Okay, they are. It is. Let me show you real quick. What I use is, I'm gonna go back real quick. I use dental floss. A lot of people use nylon string, but dental floss is what one of the YouTubers suggested. And this stuff is like the bomb. It don't break because dental floss is like so hard to break. And plus, it's wax coated, so the beads go on really good. So what you do is you get your bead measured out, and this is a big eye needle. So you thread. And see, of course, now I took my nails off, so now I can't do that. You thread the string through there like that. You thread it through. Then when you pull it, you knot the end, and then when you start swirling it up on this, you can't really see it because it's not. Yeah, you can't really. There you go. When the beads go through there, just kind of go on there and just go on there like that. Yep, they're so easy to make. Oh my gosh, they're so easy to make. But I'm getting ready to start making some with different charms that you can screw on and take out before getting in the shower. I'm excited. I can't wait to come back and show those. And then you just kind of like, and these are like, they'll go up to 50-inch waist. I've tried to make it to where it's one size fit all. Some people use the leftover beads to make themselves a bracelet out of them or something. Or either they'll tie them around their waist twice, maybe. If you got those itty bitty little waists, you can tie it around there twice. But they're tie-ons. They stay on your waist. They don't come off. You shower in them, everything. Like I said, some of the colors wear well. Some of the colors don't. I'm still trying to figure out which colors wear the best. But usually they will last. They'll last a while before you gotta take them off and get more. You shower in them, everything. You don't take them off. They're there to maintain your weight. Like I said earlier, some people use them for. They have different tribal or healing meanings or whatever. I don't do mine for that. I do mine strictly for just decoration or waist beads. I mean, my husband likes them. He plays with them all the time, like in the sleep. You don't think I don't think he realizes he do, but he plays with them in his sleep. So they think they sexy. I'm just saying. And so, but some people use them just for jewelry, and other people use them for weight loss. I use mine for both. Because believe you me, when I eat that extra sandwich,
That's so cool. I've never seen anything like that. April.
thank you, April. When I eat that extra sandwich, them bees roll right on up.
She said she missed her bracelet.
Oh, she missed her bracelets. Up, show her again.
She missed them. Well, you was late.
You was late, girl. Now see, I put crowns on yours. I changed them up and put you some crowns in it. You got 3 sets of 2 crowns, and then I put the big crowns on your ends.
It is
instead of the small, but it is a powder pink. It doesn't look pink on here.
I know,
but it's a pretty color pink.
Yeah, it looks white, but
it looks white, pink. But it's not pink.
But it's not. It's pink.
Yeah. You see that? Yeah. There you
We're
go.
still trying to work out our lighting.
And yeah, we're still trying to figure it
pretty.
out. Thank you. So we'll be packaging tomorrow, and we will be shipping out on Tuesday. Okay, now once you get close to the end, I'm going to put a little bit more on there. And then I'm going to cut them and tie them off. And do a couple more. And then I'm going to show you some other colors that I'm going to do. So, there we go. So then you cut that off. And this little needle will disappear on you. And man, it is dangerous when it disappears. So I usually just take the time to stick it just back in the plastic just a little bit because it is extremely sharp. And man, I don't want the grandbabies to get it. So I stick it back in there, put it to the side. And then all you do is the same thing again. You just tie this end back off. And see, this dental floss works good because it's got the wax coating on it. And so, but I would say it's the peppermint dental floss because it's so hard to get non-flavored. So if you're allergic to mint or whatever, then you don't want to get, you want to get the non-flavored dental floss. But, or just let me know if you're allergic to peppermint. I haven't had anybody so far that is. But there's always going to be that one person that is. So I always tell people if you're allergic to mint, any kind of mint, you don't want to put these on. Or you just might want to soak them first, to get the mint flavor out of them. Top off one more time. There we go. And it's done. Like I said, it fits up to 50-inch waist. And that's what it looks like. And we're, like I said, we're gearing up for Black History Month. And I'm going to probably I might make some matching bracelets or whatever to go with them maybe. Or because you could wrap this around. Some people will do this and they'll wrap it around their waist and put a clasp on it. And they'll get you the boys' wrist sizes. Okay. And they'll make it into like a bracelet. So you can do either. So if I put clasp on this, now this just became a bracelet. So some people will buy two. Let me know. Put a clasp on one of them, and I can do that for you with screws on. You can make a bracelet out of one and waist beads out of the other one. But this one's a waist bead, so it just kind of goes on and off like that. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna make one more like this, and then I'm gonna go on to another color. Yeah, Sarah said I have to give you the boys' wrist sizes. Okay. Okay, get me their wrist size. Are you wanting some? What are you wanting for them? What kind of bracelets are you want? Are you wanting bracelets for them, or you wanting? It's dead, baby. Like the one I did already, like the other one with the leopard. I can't see from this angle. Can you see from the angle? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kimberly asked, "What are you doing?" I am making waist beads, and this is a black thread that I just used to measure my thread with, and I'm making what they call waist beads. Are real big fad right now, and my sister's a missionary in Africa, and she said they're everywhere in Africa. But that's what I think. I think they kind of originated there. We just kind of like adapted it to our own country and culture. But I'm making waist beads, and I'm gearing up for Black History Month. So I'm making them with the African American colors. And so this is the thread that I use to measure, so I don't have to measure it every single time with a tape measure. I cut a piece of string the same color, and I made it black so I could tell the difference between the dental floss and the waist bead. So I measure it out. They fit about 50 inch up to 50 inch waist, up to 50 inches. And I just kind of pull the thread all the way out. I know I keep hitting the camera. I'm so sorry. And I always pull it out a little bit further, so it's always end up being a little bit more than 50 inches. And then I just bring it back. Now, I use dental floss on mine because, like I said, dental floss works the best. The nylon thread, I was making mistakes. I was breaking thread left and right. But I have not had any waist beads yet to break from me using nylon thread. Not one. Not one. So this is, that's my grandbaby in the background. And so then once you get it there, again, I'm going to get the big eye needle. And this is how I got it on there before. So the one person that was asking, this is how I did it. You open up the big eye, and this is what's called. This is a big eye needle. It's just got one big eye with a loop, and then you just put the thread through there, and then you pull it down a little bit, tie it off about 4 or 5 inches down. I just go about 4 or 5 inches down. I try to get the most waist beads on there as possible. And I just go about 4 or 5 inches down. I just eyeball it. There's no like science to this. And I got a whole ton of colors of it. I'm gonna show you guys all the colors I got in a minute. And I tie it about 4 or 5 times to make sure the beads don't come off as I'm doing it. Then once I tie it, I take my needle and I pull it all the way down. Pull it all the way down. I know I'm kind of like out of frame a little bit, but it's because of how we got the table. We should have did the other table, but that's okay. Yep. Then once you do that, then it's just a matter of go ahead and head on now, this works best. Now this is a bead turner from Bead Along. Hand me that box right there, Stephanie. It's a bead spinner. It's called a bead spinner. The box over there. It's called a bead spinner. From the same people that's the needle. And this is the company. If you want to make your own. I mean, if you want to make your own, you can do that too. It's so easy. And this is what it looks like. I think I got one of mine in Harbor Lab and I got one in Amazon. But yeah, so. But the bead spinner needs to be about halfway to all the way full for the beads to go on the needle really easy. If not, you're gonna have the dickens trying to get those beads on there. You put it in there at about like a 45-degree angle, and you spin it opposite of where the needle is. Like I'm spinning it clockwise because of how I have my needle placed. Now, if my needle was placed on the other side, back here, I was spinning it counterclockwise. But I'm right-handed, so it just makes sense for me to spin it this way. So, because it's easy for me to take my hands to the right than to take my hands to the left. It depends on if you're left or right-handed how you're gonna do it. And then you just pull that down. And that's all. That's really all there is to it. It's not like a science to it. It's just really simple, really pretty. Now you can make some all solid colors. You can do whatever you want. And so then I'm sorry, I keep hitting the camera. And then you pull them all the way down here. Pull it all the way down to the end. There you go.
Go get the bag.
Well, that's my grandson. He's about to hear some crying in a minute because he got to go to bed. So he's about to be wounded. There we go. Sometimes the thread gets tangled up in there, and I know I keep hitting. I'm going to try to move over a little bit so I don't keep on hitting it and stay in the frame. So, yeah, you can spin it down here or you can spin it up here. It's easier to spin it up here because you can keep more control. And sometimes those things will spin off. When I first started this thing, I was throwing beads all over the place. Beads was flying across the room, hitting me in the eyeball.
So thank you for the share.
Thank you for the share. And I was just throwing them all over the place. And most of my beads that I get, they are the best beads for the waist beads to me. The size is called 6/0. The size is called 6/0. And those are the best ones to get to me for the waist beads. Now, you can get some that's smaller, but this is a good size. And I usually get them from Bead Treasures because they have a whole variety of colors. And so I kind of like those. So, goes in there really well. Yeah, I'm going to do that one next. That's a good one. Stephanie's choosing what she wants me to do next. I'm just going to do a couple of each one. Like I said, the dental floss, and this dental floss is only it's really cheap at Walmart. It's really, really cheap at Walmart. And you could probably do about 9 or 10 waist beads with one thing of dental floss. So
Where's the AKA mix?
it is in the room in there. I don't think I grabbed that one. I was trying to get all of them out. Yeah, I did one for my goddaughter, one of my spiritual daughters, who's AKA. I did her a bracelet. I gotta show you guys the bracelet in a minute. And her waist beads is over here. I gotta mail them out to her tomorrow. Package her stuff and mail it out tomorrow too. I'm so proud of her. She just graduated and became a licensed. She is passed the bar and she is a lawyer. I'm so proud of her, I tell you. And so I made her a bracelet and it's over there. I'm gonna show you her bracelet I made in a minute. It's in the pink box. And I made some waist beads for her with the AKA colors. Now I couldn't get the darker green, but so I'm hoping this will be good enough for her. Cause she's a stickler for me doing it. She said, "Okay, now, Mama, you gotta do everything right." It's right there, the pink box right there. You're looking right at it. Yep, there you go. Now I did her bracelet, guys. Oh my God, it came out so cute, with the AK. Let's see if I can get it turned around here without taking it all the way out. I'm gonna end up taking it out. So I did her bracelet. It's got the heart and the AK and all the AK colors. Oh my goodness. It came out so cute. So cute. It's got the green charms in there. The 1908, the establishment date. Um, what I don't know what that's called. I'm not gonna mess it up because I'm not the sorority, so I don't want to mess their stuff up. And then it's got the pink heart on it too. And it's a charm bracelet. And these will not be on the website because the copyright law won't allow me to. So these will have to be like private orders that people, if they want it, they can just like get in touch with me and order it. And also made her waist beads to go with it, with the green and yellow. Not the green and pink beads. So she's gonna love it. She doesn't know she's getting it yet. I don't think she's on a live, so there's no way of me like giving it away because I don't think she's on this live anyway. So she don't know I'm live on this page. So I made that for her sorority. So she said, now you need all of the Greeks. Okay.
Yeah, she can make it.
She said, I need, okay, let me know what you need. So if you let me know what your sorority is, I have to order the beads for it. Now, sometimes it takes a little bit long for me to get them, depending on what they order from, because you know how it is when you got to order from overseas. They take forever. But I'm going to eventually probably have all of them. You guys just have to let me know. Send me pictures because I don't know the sororities like that. So you got to send me a picture and the letter so I'll make sure I'm doing the right thing and I'm not crossing stuff up because I don't want to disrespect nobody's sorority. That's disrespectful. So I want to respect everything. So if you guys will let me know, post the message in Stephanie's page. She will let me know. And we will do it. So which one should I do next, Stephanie?
I thought you had these two.
Those two? Okay. The next one I'm going to do is going to be a blue, yellow, black, and pearl. Then I'm going to do one that is different colors of purple and the iridescent purplish green one in there. That's a pretty one. So I think I'll do that one next. We're going to do a couple of them. Like I said, some people wear these to lose weight. Others wear them just for decoration. And some have a ritual, ministerial meaning behind those. Now, those, I don't get into those. I don't know what those colors and symbols and all that mean. I don't get into it. So if I do something by accident, it's merely a coincidence. If I get somebody's healing color, whatever, it's a coincidence because I'm not really doing it for that. I do mine for jewelry making and for weight maintenance. That's one reason I do mine for. Y'all hear my grandbabies in the background getting in trouble for something. I'm about to go whoop his mama. Because she done made my grandbaby cry. Y'all hear him back there? Po thing. Po thing. Okay. Royal Blue and Gold. Okay. Royal Blue and Gold, we can do that. And I will go ahead on and get those. I'll get those. Yeah, she gonna get a whooping. Ooh, Stephanie's right. I'm about to whip her butt. She know I don't like them grandbabies getting spanked. I'll be like, they so spoiled. Oh my God, they so rotten. Between me and my husband, they are super rotten.
What they say about me?
They see the ooh, Stephanie, because they said I was gonna whoop your butt for spanking the baby.
Well, he should have threw his water at me.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess he can't throw the water now. I guess you can't throw the water, Grayson. That little second child, man, he touched them second kids, touched their gangster. That child number 2 something else. He just like his mama. Do you mind telling me what type of string you use and the size of your beads? Oh, I don't mind. I'm using dental floss, baby. Yes, the Equate brand from Walmart. This now some people use like the nylon thread, the Nymo thread, and all of those. But yeah, he was baptized still. But the reason why one of the girls I was on YouTube watching a girl do waist beads, and one of the girls in the comments said dental floss work the best because it's hard to break it. It's got a nice wax coating, so it doesn't hold the water. Because sometimes you get out of the shower and you know waist beads dripping for minutes. These dry out really easy. And the size of beads I use for my waist beads is 6.0. I use 6.0 and 8.0. Mostly 6.0 because that is a good size. And I use I just really get the ones from Hobby Lobby, the Bead Treasure. I get those beads. I like those beads. Some of them wear well, and I get a lot of my CBs from Michaels too. Some of them wear well, some of them don't. Every now and then you'll get some that the color will fade fast, but for the most part, they will last a long time before you have to redo them. You tie them on. There's a couple people on YouTube that has videos about just go on YouTube and say how to tie on waist beads. And Or I might actually end up doing a video on my page too. It's just having it on my page. That's probably what I end up doing. And yeah, so that's what I use. No, I don't mind. I don't mind telling nobody what I use. It's not an ancient. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. I don't mind at all. So, like I said, I use the bead treasures and I also use the seed beads from Michaels. And I order some from different. I have different vendors. Sometimes I get some from Fire Mountain. I get sometimes from Beta Holic. I get some stuff from them sometimes. Let's see. It's one place in Springfield I go to. There's a place that's close to me. Well, it's not close to me. It's about an hour and a half away. Because we're in a little small town. But anyway, when I go to bead stores, I go out of town sometimes to get them. Wherever I go, I find a bead store, no matter where I go. And then once I get done, like you see, I'm tying it back off again. And I'm not perfect with my tying, so mine don't be looking perfect all the time. So there you go. It's done again. This one is done. Like I said, it gets finished. Now, if you want to, you can actually put charms on these. Usually for the ones that tie on, I have not been putting a lot of charms. Just because you don't want to keep on getting the charms in water and soaps and stuff. So if you want to get some with charms, you want them specially made, like you could tie them on, you could take them on and put them off and not get them wet, then those are special orders. Hello, what are we making? I am making waist beads. And so now I'm done with this one for now. I'm going to make some more later, but to show you guys, I'm making waist beads, and they're very popular right now. Stephanie, you got yours on?
I do.
The dental floss, y'all, is the way to go.
That's my toe.
I'm sorry, baby. Dental floss is the way to go.
So they look nice.
Thank you.
I'm just fat.
Yeah, we fat in this house. We eat good.
We eat real good. Bread, all that.
We eat real good. So now I'm going to do, this is I forget what this one was called, Steph. Was it Purple Passion?
I don't know.
I think it's called Purple Passion. I can't remember. It's either Purple Passion or Queen somebody.
That's wrong.
I know. But I'm going to do this one next. And it's a light purple. Oh, that's too big. It's a light purple, a dark purple, and this little iridescent rainbowish looking one. Yeah. So, yeah. And like I said, they're called waist beads. You put them on for decoration. You can put them on for different colors to mean something. If you're a sorority, I can put them in different colors of your sorority. Solid colors, mixed colors. I got them all mixed up, but I do solid colors. And what you do is you tie them on at a comfortable waist, at a comfortable length at the top of your stomach or wherever you want them at. And what they do is they'll help you maintain in eating. So if you start eating too much, they'll start rolling up because your stomach start getting bigger. Unless you know, push straight from the table, and then they'll start rolling down when you lose weight. And then once they roll to right, like they roll off your waist, you've met that weight loss goal. And then you can tie on some more smaller for your next weight loss goal. So that's what I use mine for. Now some people use theirs for different things. Like I said before, healing or whatever. I don't get into all of that because I don't want to try to be responsible for that. So I just use mine simply for decoration, being cute, and weight loss. And like I said, the husbands like to play with them. So they think they look cute and sexy. I'm just saying. Okay, so like I said, I use this thread. This thread is about 50 inches long. So that way I don't have to keep on trying to measure it with a tape measure every time. So I just measured out the dental floss out. Like I said, I use 6/0 beads, 6/0 and 8/0s, but mostly 6/0s. And I just measure it out. I pull it out the same. And I always go a little bit past. So it ends up being a little bit bigger just because I like to give myself a little bit of leeway. So I go about 3 or 4 inches past it. Then I can drop the thread and drop the black thread. I'm going to go off camera a little bit here because I got to get it stretched all the way out. So there we go. Get it back there. And a lot of times, usually what I'll do is I'll just cut off about 10 or 15 threads beforehand. So I can just make waist beads just go, go, go. But since I'm showing you guys demonstration, I'm doing it every single time just so I can kind of, people that come in late, they can kind of see me do it each time. But normally what I do is I'll just pull my thread out about 10 or 15 threads at a time. And I'll make all one color. Then I go to the next color, go to the next color, and go to the next color. Okay, so I just pull that down. All the way down. All the way down. Get there, okay? Then I come back here, tie it on. She said they look nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I go, of course, I tie this off. And they're really actually going to be bigger than 50 inches. I just say that because that's just a number. They actually will probably go up to about 55. But I just say that because that's just the size lift that I'm going to guarantee. Some of them might be a little bit bigger, might be a little bit slightly smaller, but usually most of them are going to be fit up to 50-inch waist. And that's just a general size that I use. So they're usually going to be a little bit bigger than that. I do them a little bit bigger so I can guarantee they'll at least be 50. Okay, so then I just kind of like pull it down again to make sure I got it in the middle. And if you don't, you can kind of adjust it as you go. You can kind of adjust as you go. Thank you so much. There we go. He's sleepy, huh? Mm-hmm. And our little grandbaby, he is teething too, so he's just really, really cranky. Now then you just put it in there. This is called a bead spinner from Beadalon. Those of you that missed it before. I got mine at Hobby Lobby, but you can get them off Amazon too. And you can also buy like the little cups in there if you want to do different cups. I usually have two, because if I want to make them two-tone, like two solid colors, I usually have two different ones filled. And then that way I can do solid, like I did Steffi's white ones that she had the gold bicones mixed in the middle of them. You can do all kinds of stuff. I mean, you just have to. These are the one things that I would allow people to custom because it's just so many variations. You just ask me, hey, you got any red beads? You got any red stones? You got any red jewels? You got any charms? Some people want charms on theirs, dangly charms. So it's just up to you. So this is the one thing that I will let my customers email me back and forth and like, you know, FaceTime or something so I can see exactly what it is. Show you some of the charms that I have because I got like, I can start a bead store. I got so many charms and beads and stuff. So we'll do a couple of these purple ones. Yeah, he probably trying to put Boog to bed, huh? Where he at?
In there, Baba. Just so I can wake up and he be in my bed 2 hours from now.
Well, of course, you know that's how it works. You used to do the same thing to me. I wake up and you all over the house. Let me see what Steffi used to do when she was a baby.
We ain't asked for all that, baby.
Steffi was a baby. That second child is a mess.
We ain't asked for
My
all
son
that.
was so calm. Never even knew he was in the house.
We didn't ask for all that,
She said, thanks for, oh, no problem. I don't mind sharing and showing. Steffi was the little child where you wake up, you got to watch where you stepping. Because she would get out of her bed in the middle of the night when she was about, 15 months old? And she started walking through the house. Now, wherever she stopped is where she lay down and go to sleep. I found the child upside down on the steps, sleep sometimes in the morning. And all kind of stuff. Found her all over the place sleep. She was like just climbed up on all kind of stuff. My son was so calm. This little thing came out and she was a hot mess, okay? Just something else. That second child, boy, she tested my gangster every day.
Y'all better not agree with that hot mess portion either. FHB.
She tested my gangster every single day.
I know FHB gonna have something to say.
She was something else. Let me tell you what she did to her daddy one day.
Wow.
She's about 15 months old.
You letting all this stuff
No, you're about 18 months old.
You letting all this stuff
And she's so spoiled. Her daddy ain't never spanked her a day in her life. I think he spanked her one time. He cried more than she did. But he was watching a football game. He was trying to watch a football game. I had went to the store or somewhere. And so Stephanie had got into my makeup. So she had my lipstick out and my clip-on earrings. So I came home from the store and my husband had his back to me and the game was on and Steph was laying in the floor right in front of him asleep. But as I walked by him, I could tell something looked kind of weird. He swear it didn't happen this way, but I'm telling y'all it did. I came back around the corner and looked. Lo and behold, he had lipstick all over his lips, all over his cheeks, all over his eyebrows. And then he had clip-on earrings. He had one clipped on the bottom of his ear and one clipped on the top of the other ear. He looked like a hot mess. And I said, what is wrong with you? He said, baby, she wanted to put makeup on me. He said, baby, I'm just trying to watch the game. I was just trying to watch the game. She done made him look like a hot mess. I said, why don't you take it off? I said, she's asleep. He said, she won't let me. I said, she's asleep. Take it off. You look stupid. He said she wouldn't let him take it off. I said, she's sleeping. Take it off. You look like a fool. She did some stuff to her daddy. You hear me? This thing was a mess. And her and her daddy to this day, they think it's thieves. She said, yep, my second child does the same thing. They test your gangster, don't they? That second child, they test your gangster, man. That first child so calm, they talk you into having another one because they're so calm. That second one come out, and man, you said this was a mistake. We should have stopped at one. We should have stopped at one. No, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Stephanie is a jewel. She just like her mama. I talk about her because she act just like me. She act just like me. And she's a jewel. She's just very, 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 very creative like her mama. I know she does her crafting page on here, but she don't nearly talk as much about her Carefree Natural page as she should. She has a skincare and body butters and body scrubs and body lotions and, oh my God, hair oil that's growing people's hair down their back. You hear me? So y'all need to check out her One Crafting Mama page. I know y'all all into the crafts, but she has a Carefree Natural. She has a natural page too. To where her products, I'm telling you, we can't keep it at the shop. They before she could get the orders filled, they're going back out the door. So she is very creative and very innovative. So I just want to toot her horn for her. Because I tell you, she is just...
Yeah, this camera angle's lit.
She is just my baby, I'm telling you. Now this looks blue, but really, y'all, it's purple. It looks blue, but these purple colors are so vibrant. They are pretty royal purple, a light purple. I don't know what the deal is with the color, but man, it just don't even do it no justice. She moved the light with, so maybe it'll get better now.
No, it made it way too dark.
Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is, but it's okay. But they're so pretty. The colors are so pretty. Now on the webpage, when we load these up tomorrow, you'll see how pretty the colors are. You'll see the actual colors. But it's so pretty. But right now, this camera, for whatever reason, it is just...
These are already on there, aren't they?
They might be. You see them over there on the thing?
Those are on there.
Okay, they're called Purple Passion, I think. Or either Purple Passion or Queen somebody. They're not on Yuck. I didn't think they were. So the waist beads, what's the largest you can make? I don't know, because I always stick with 6.0 on the largest you can make. But I imagine you can go up to whatever size you want to.
Are you talking about the largest bead?
The largest bead? Yeah, I guess you can put whatever you want to put on there. I've never really thought about doing anything more than 6.0. But I guess you can go up to 4 millimeter.
Larger in size?
Larger in size, I think she's talking about. I'm going to try one and see.
In bead size.
I'll try one and see. Oh, she said no, the string.
Oh, the string.
The string. Oh, yeah, you can go as large as you want to go. I just stopped at 55 because I figured that'll fit most people. But you can go up to 60 inches. You can do as much as 30 inches. You can do the string as long as you want to do it. And it's just the dental floss that you can get from Walmart.
Can't have that.
It works the best. I'm telling you. I was trying other strings. They was breaking. They was snapping. They was holding water. I get out of the shower and dry off, and 30 minutes later, my shirt wet. So with the dental floss, you dry it off. The wax doesn't hold the water. Within a couple minutes, your waist beads are dry. So you just cut that off when you get done. Put that to the side. I'm going to do one more of this color. Then I'll show another color. And then we'll probably be about done.
So it's really quick. It doesn't take long.
It doesn't take long to do it at all. I'm going slow because I'm talking and messing around. But normally, I can knock these puppies out. Because normally I do all my strings at one time. I do all of my strings and I come back and I do all of the waist beads and now, and do it that way because that goes faster. You just kind of tie them off. Like I said, there's different YouTube videos that show you how to tie them off. Oh, I messed that one up. Take that one out. There we go. I think that's good enough. Yep, that's good enough. Okay. So I keep hitting the camera. Okay. So I'm gonna do one more of that color just because I can do. Oh no, let me show you guys another one real quick. I'm gonna come back to that one. Where's the purple at? It's this one. I'm going to do one more different color and then we'll call it a night. Just wanted to get on here and let you guys know. But the ones for Black History, they're gonna be on special. They're gonna go on sale here pretty soon. Because we're gearing up. But I also got these charms. One is called Melanin. The other one is called 100% Woman. Oh my God, they're so cute. Boss Lady. I got all kinds of little charms. I'm doing a lot of different things for Black History Month and also for Valentine's. So we're gonna be getting to do that pretty soon. But these are the waist beads colors for the Valentine. Now, like I said, you can actually make these into a bracelet. You don't have to do a waist bead with them. You can make them into a long bracelet too. Okay, so what color should I do next, Stephanie? I'm gonna do this one. This is called toe side, which is the other side of through, which is the name of my ministry webpage. The other side of through and Magnificent Jury. I am also a Christian romance author, and I wrote a series called The Other Side of Through, and there's another one that is called Temptations. This is pretty. Now, I've got to add some blue to this because now my colors have changed. But right now, it's going to be just pink. This is pink, brown, and ivory and clear. But now the colors have kind of changed. They got like a blue in there. But for right now, I'm going to leave it the original colors.
FHB said, ooh.
I know. I love this one. I love this one. This one's so pretty. And this is called The Other Side of Through. Now, I wrote this book. Like I said, I wrote this book series. And it is talking about all the things that happen in life. Now, if you go on my webpage, you can read the synopsis of all of them. And I really have a hard time like talking about myself and about myself and about what I do. Steph is always getting on to me because I don't do enough promo about myself. But it's hard for me to talk about myself. Because as being an ordained minister, I've always tried to make everything about God. And I kind of, sorry about that. And I have a hard time just really like promoting myself for that reason. And I know that's like a form of false humility, so I'm getting over that. But the series is really good. I mean, and it's really talks about it's not really what people think it is as far as romance. It doesn't always. I keep hitting it.
Ray said very pretty colors.
Thank you so much, Ray. We're
gonna do a angle change here.
Yeah,
so she can stop hitting it.
I know, and I keep hitting it.
Is that better? Give you a little bit more room to kind of work.
Yeah, with. That's better. Thank you. Because now you know me, I'm clumsy. I'm used to having all this room. All this room.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, that's better. That's even man. We get it. You can see the colors a little bit better now.
Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting you have two phones, so she's live streaming on mine, but looking at hers for the comments.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. It knotted.
And sometimes it'll not like that. Sometimes it'll knot up.
Mm-hmm.
You just wrap it from back around there. There we go. And pull it back around there. There we go. And get it out. Slide that off. There we go. And then I always go back to, when I make a mistake, I'll always go back to the beginning and pull myself back up. There we go. There we go. Perfect. You just go back to the end, knot it up, and spin them off. Now, like I said, this bead series is called The Other Side of Through. And it is titled after my book series. It's on my page. And it's about two women. They both encounter similar tragedies. And they both handle them completely different. One has been sheltered out of her life. And it shows because she doesn't know how to handle adversity. And she struggles really bad. And becomes suicidal. In the meantime, the other girl is rallying around her family and allowing them to comfort her through her situation. That is going to work. I'll see you later. Because she was brought up in a completely different environment. And a lot of the stuff in the book is a lot of circumstances or things that have been very close to my life. There's a series in there where there is a baby that dies. And my little brother lived for about 8 days. I was about 5 or 6 years old. But I was describing his funeral in the book. So I was able to kind of like describe it. And my mom thought it was just awesome. My mom has passed away now. But my mom thought it was just awesome that I would dedicate that little section. And of course, no one knows that if they don't know me, that that's what the deal was. But I was describing how I saw my little brother, how I remember seeing him in the coffin. And in the book, I was describing it. And so it was very easy for me to write the scene, but it was also very hard for me to write the scene because I wasn't sure how my mom was going to take it, you know, when she read it, how she was going to take it. And there was also a situation where there are two men that look almost exactly alike. And I don't want to tell the whole book, but the one character is dying in the beginning of the book, and she's going to end up marrying his cousin. But it's all set up that way, but they look almost identical. And the idea that I got from that was the idea of my father and his brother. And they look almost identical. And when my dad died on my 10th birthday. I know this sounds really like doom and gloom, but it's really not. It's really this sounds really doom and gloom, y'all. But really, I promise you, the book is like amazing.
Where's the happy part?
But in it's really, the book is like on a bang. But the series. But anyway, I remember I was 10 years old and I had never seen my uncle. I'd never met him. I knew my dad. I never met my uncle. Obviously, I knew my dad. But my father had passed away and I was in denial. And I was 10 years old. I was in denial. And so we got there to the funeral home and I had never seen my uncle before. He wasn't there. He was at my grandmother's house. And so we left the funeral home and I was like in denial. That's not my dad. That's not my daddy. You know, typical 10-year-old. That's not my daddy. My daddy's not dead. My dad's not dead. It's not my dad. Then when I get to my grandmother's house, there sits my uncle. And he looks exactly like my father. And so it like freaked me out. And I was like just staring at him. And I wouldn't even go near him at first because I was like trying to figure out what they was doing to me. What they was trying to trick me or what. And as I see, I told you guys my dad wasn't dead. So they was trying to figure out how they was going to get me to realize the reality of the situation. And it was a difficult weekend, but we kind of got through it. And I'm telling you, he kind of like adopted me like his little child. And I tell you, it was like I had my dad all over again, you know. So that was just like, that's the happy part of that. But it was very easy for me to make that believable because I understood how that could happen. So she's sitting at the funeral of her husband and his cousin walks in and she's staring at him like, you look like exactly like my husband. And it was like freaking her out because everybody was staring at him, didn't know, you know, he just kind of walked in out of nowhere and because he hadn't seen his cousin in years and he's coming to the funeral and looks just like him. So it freaks his wife out and she kind of like falls in love with him and, you know, all that good stuff. But you got to read the book to get the whole thing. There's gangs in it. There's all kind of stuff. There's gang violence. There's people mishandling people in the church in it. There is children being born. There's blessings being overtaking people. I mean, it's just so much in there. I mean, there's infidelity in there. There's a couple that's going through infidelity and they're ministering about how they're getting through it, what's happening, how the women and the men feel. There's a chapter that I got in there. One of my friends emailed him and said, "You saved my marriage," with writing that about the infidelity, you know. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "I was going to leave my husband. I was going to leave him because he had an affair." And she said, "But when you wrote that chapter, when the guy was talking about how his wife felt, I let my husband read it. And he was like, I never knew how you felt. If this is how you felt, you know, we need to talk about this because I was just like taking for granted that you were okay." But she said, "It's like you read my thoughts, you read my mind, you was inside my heart when you wrote that." And it's like, she said, it just ministered to me and it just healed me, you know, because I was like ready to leave him, you know. She said it really just truly just got us to talking and mending. So inside this book, there's a lot of things that pose questions that make people begin to talk about stuff. There's rape in there. There's so much in there that people go through that they never have any closure because no one ever wants to talk about anything. And everything's secret. And that's why the name of the book is called The Other Side of Through, TOST. And that's the name of my the web page is The Other Side of Through and Magnificent Jury. So that's kind of the idea. It's those things that you have to go through where you need help sometimes, and sometimes you can't get the help where you think you ought to get it at. So sometimes in church we do everything but help people. And I was ministering one day that I could just hear the words, write this book, and you'll get people to know how God can help them through without being so churchy, So some people are kind of tired of churchy. They just show me how I can get through stuff. Where's the healing at that's supposed to come? And so that was the idea behind the book. So I know, long story short, that's kind of where it is. So, but anywho, we're going to finish this up. I think Stephanie went to go put the baby to sleep. But we're going to get ready to finish this one up. And I'll do one. I probably won't do any more on camera. We'll finish after this. So, any other questions? I'm trying to make sure I stay focused in the camera here because now it's a little bit above me. Yeah, and I know my story sounds really gory, but really it's not gory. The book is really fascinating. It's awesome. It's just, the book really is good. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I guess I am. But the series is very good. It's very captivating. It's very exciting. It's a page turner. I have to warn you, the books are cliffhangers. And then I have one that's called The Opportunity for Temptation. It's a temptation series where they are going through all kind of tempting things. Now, the second book of that one is they're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. The guy is the virgin and the girl is not the virgin in this book. And I love football and I'm from Atlanta, so all of my books have football and Atlanta, Georgia in common. So, and they are African American romance novels. They do have some interracial couples in there, but they're mostly African American novels. A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't know how to write about anything else because I'm black, so I can't tell you how somebody else would view something because I don't know. I don't even know how I would view it." So I try to stick to what I'm doing, and I have just as many men readers as I do women, believe it or not. The men come back and they really love how I portray African American men in the books, because I don't make them all out to be deadbeat dads because they're not. There are a lot of wonderful, amazing men in all denominations and races of people. And I think it's very sad that we would label everybody because of one thing. We'll label everybody. So I don't believe in doing that. I believe in showing the good side to everything and also the bad. There's good and bad in these books. They're not unrealistic. They're very realistic in how there's good and bad in there. Now, some of the stuff that you see on this thread is just really some of the dye from those brown beads. The thread's not really dirty. That's because I'm just spinning it through this dye. And some of it kind of comes off, inadvertently kind of comes off on the thread. Because the wax on the thread kind of picks it up. So just in case you're thinking it was dirty, it's not dirty. That's just the wax, the color from the beads getting on the wax. So this was pretty. I can't wait to put this one on. Ooh, I might put this one on tonight. Add it to my collection. There's no how many beads you have to have. There's no number one way or another that you have to have. I usually wear about four or five at one time. Sometimes people just wear one. Steffi had on 5. I think she broke one. So I think she had 5 on. But like I said, she's had her waist beads on since the summer. You saw how hers still was holding her color and still was looking good. And she's had them on since the summer. Now the one that was all blue, now that one has lost some of its color. And so here it is. And this is the pink, the green, and not green, is the pink, brown, and pearl. There we go. Like I said, you can make it into a bracelet or just waist beads. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sign on off now of Stephanie's page. Thank you guys for joining me tonight as I do waist beads. And these will be loaded up this week. And I'm going to have a special leading into Black History Month and leading into Valentine's, and it'll be posted. I'm sure Steffi will make a post about it because we're going to both kind of have a sale together. So thank you guys again for joining me as I make waist beads tonight. And we're signing off now. How you turn this off, Stephanie? Where did she go?
It's the power looking button on the screen, bottom right.
Oh, the power button right there. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Then hit